So can fragrances ever be considered yin and yang? Well, if they are the Harmonist Fragrances, they can be. So the Harmonist Fragrances has been around for a couple of years, and I've got 10 of their fragrances here to discuss with you. These are the bottles right here. So these are the Harmonist Fragrances. We're also going to do sample sets giveaway to 3 subscribers of this channel from the USA. So if you want to find out about the Harmonist Fragrances, stick around. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time on this channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, participating in giveaways, and still haven't subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So I found out about the Harmonist Fragrances from the sales associates at Barney's San Francisco. So Barney's New York, San Francisco. But they've been around for some time now. I think 3 years approximately, give or take. Although I read that some of the stores have been around since around 2016, but the brand itself was, I guess, first started in the earlier 2010s. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what I found out about them. So they have a store in Los Angeles, which is really close to me, well, an 8-hour drive or a 2-hour flight. And then they also have a boutique in Paris. So I'm very curious to find out more about them, but I don't have to go to those stores because they are now sold at Barney's stores, or soon to make it to the Barney's stores. And these fragrances were lent to me for this video. I do not own any of these fragrances currently, and I'm basically going to give you my impressions of the fragrances. So the yin and yang thing is what this brand is all about. It's about a harmonious time, and they also associate that with fragrances. So there's a total of 10 fragrances, 5 in the black bottles, and then 5 in the white bottles. All the fragrances were created by Guillaume Flavigny, I think is how you say it, or Flavigny. If you're French, please correct me with the name. And these are also refillable bottles, which is also very cool. As you can see here, these come off and you can refill them. It's a 1.7 ounce for $225 per bottle. And they also kind of stand up like this. Not that you would put them up like that, but as you can see, they do stand up, which is kind of cool. So there's 5 elements that are inspired to create the fragrances. So we have water, fire, wood, metal, and earth. They have a water fragrance in the black bottle, and then also in the white bottle. They have a fire fragrance in the black bottle and the white bottle. So they have the wood, metal, and earth. So they have a total of 10, 2 for each element. Very, very interesting concept. You can kind of combine these fragrances as well, or layer them and things like that. But the names of the fragrances are Guiding Water, Sacred Water, Velvet Fire, Hypnotizing Fire, Magnetic Wood, Golden Wood, Matrix Metal, Metal Flower, Royal Earth, and Desired Earth. So those are the names of the 10 different fragrances. My favorite fragrances were Guiding Water, Sacred Water, Golden Wood, Metal Flower, and Royal Earth. So I like 5 of the 10 fragrances a lot. And of course, for some odd reason, I really fell in love with the water fragrances. So Sacred Water was one of my favorites. Very, very interesting. It's very watery. I'm actually gonna need to put my glasses on here so that I can see what I'm smelling here. But let's find Sacred Water. So Sacred Water is here in the white. This is the box for it. And it comes like this. I'll tell you about Sacred Water because I really fell in love with it, and it kind of reminds me of holy water at the church. I grew up in Christian Orthodox, so going to church was kind of a thing for us, and I actually started falling in love with the way the church smelled. And some churches tend to smell old and musty, but you can also pick up the wood and all the furniture in there, of course, and then there's the incense. So this kind of smelled like the church water, or the holy water at the church. So, which was kind of interesting because I love incense fragrances, but never kind of put water together with it. And that's exactly what this kind of reminded me of. And I immediately was like, wow, I don't typically like aquatic fragrances, and this is not a typical aquatic fragrance anyway, but it says it's captivating, essential, and mystical, and it's one of the yin fragrances. And the top notes are peppermint, iodine notes, aldehydes. In the middle notes you have seaweed, marine notes, and algae. And in the base notes, you have cedar, gray amber, and ozonic accord. I love it. Absolutely love it. Even though it has those aquatic notes in it, it just, for some reason, it smells like an old church. Old church, and you're near the holy water. And that's why I really, really fell in love with that, even though it has those aquatic notes. So there's also one more thing I want to point out. These boxes have a pattern on top of them. This particular, the water one, the water element is this particular design at the top of the box. Let's quickly smell the guiding water. And the only ones I want to smell with you guys are the ones that I'm really into or enjoy here. Otherwise, if I smell every single one of them on camera, guys, it's going to take forever. So guiding water is also delicate and fluid and refined. And it comes in the black bottle. This is the black bottle. You've seen it before. So this one has top notes of watermelon, aquatic notes, ozonic accord, middle notes lotus flower, jasmine, cyclamen, base notes lees flower, or lily I guess, pink peppercorn, and white musks. This one is very, very sexy. I find this one to be really, really sexy. It's not one of those fragrances that just jumps out at you. It's more kind of like subdued, but there's something sexy about it. And normally, again, aquatics, what the heck is going on with me? I normally do not like aquatic fragrances, and here I am really loving both of these water fragrances from the Harmonist. Absolutely lovely. And the watermelon, it's a fruit I love, but typically I don't like the smell of it in fragrances. And here it works great. Awesome, awesome scent. These two are definitely bottle worthy for me at this particular time. As you can see, now we have both black and white boxes, and the design on top is this particular design. So the next one I really enjoyed is called Metal Flower. And of course, metal is not, or metallic fragrances are not the type of fragrances I generally go with. So my nose palette is completely made a 180, and I'm starting to enjoy things that I really did not enjoy much before. So the metal category, or the element, was one that I was kind of scared about, because I thought water would be fine, but metal was like even worse for me. But I really liked Metal Flower. It's on their website, on the Harmonist website, it says dazzling, eternal, precious. And this is a yin fragrance, and it comes in the black bottle, as you can see. So for notes here at the top, you've got rose oxides, aldehydes, orange blossom, middle notes rose of May, Bulgarian rose, ylang ylang, and base notes patchouli, white musks. And of course, it's got rose. Rose is amazing. And I think rose fragrances can go metallic sometimes, and I think that's why this is called Metal Flower. It is so fresh and clean. I think the metallic touches to Metal Flower give it a very clean, almost laundry-like quality to this fragrance. It's rose, but very, very clean. Just like laundry, like you've washed your laundry and you've put it on, but you've used rose detergent or something. Very, very lovely. I really like this one a lot. It's one of the cleanest ones, although the water ones are clean, but the incense kind of in the sacred water kind of gave it a more of a, not necessarily dirty, but not necessarily clean kind of a reaction to it. But this one, amazing. I really love Metal Flower. So that's another one for you guys to try, especially if you're into like the rose note, because the rose, everybody, well, not everybody loves rose. I love rose. So this one has this particular design on the top of the box, as you can see, and compared to the water ones, the metal is different, obviously. So the next one I really loved, which is actually the very first fragrance I smelled from this line, is called Golden Wood, and it's this one right here. This is a Yang category, I guess. So this one, it says on their websites, comfortable, majestic, and powerful. For notes here, we've got mandarin, malted barley, elemi pepper at the top. In the middle notes, you have Cabruva wood, beeswax, and oak. And in the base notes, you've got tonka bean, birch wood, and amber. And this is the only one in the wood category I liked, and I also have one from the earth category. But unfortunately, the two in the fire category did not really appeal to me, but perhaps it'll appeal to you. But for me, I thought these were the strongest, and I really enjoyed these ones. So let's spray the Golden Wood. It does start off citrusy, and oh God, it smells really lovely. It's a really great combo of resins and woods. it's a great wood. It almost has a very, well, it does have amber in the notes, but it's almost like you're smelling a woody amber fragrance, which is probably what category it's listed under. So really, really lovely. And it has a very spicy, it's almost like I'm smelling cinnamon or cloves or something. But I think that elemi pepper kind of gives it a peppery touch, which is also really nice. The only thing I don't know anything about is that Cabruva wood, which I should do some research to find out, but it's the very first time I heard about Cabruva wood and I'd never experienced it. So it's a very, very woody fragrance, but big, bright, and ambery. I don't know, it's kind of almost balsamic and honeyed, because you get those kind of like warm golden touches with this one. It's really, really lovely. So I would actually, come to think of it, I would probably put this up higher. It's just re-smelling it again now. It's definitely a little nicer for me compared to the metal flower. So that is Golden Wood. And Golden Wood's design is this one right here. And again, Golden Wood is the only one from the woody category. And last but not least, what I chose was Royal Earth in the Earth category. And that's this one right here. And Royal Earth is a yin. And we didn't go with the yang on this one, unfortunately. But let's smell Royal Earth. What I liked about Royal Earth is because I get a very irisy fragrance. It's all about iris, and it smells luxurious. So at the top you've got carrot seed, angelica seed, and ambrette. Middle notes are neroli, iris, and heliotrope. Base notes are tonka bean, sandalwood, and vetiver. You gotta love powdery here because this is very powdery. It's also very dry and a bit dusty as well. But there's also this big muskiness about it. The carrot seed and the ambrette, angelica seed gives it a very musky touch. So you like musk and you like iris together, Royal Earth is pretty darn amazing. Check it out. Although I would put this one at the bottom of the 5, but 5 of these 5 are like extremely solid for me from this collection. As I said, fire, the category did not do it for me at all. So I would actually push that to the way at the bottom if I was to rate these for my list. It just didn't do it for me. And a couple of the others were also great, but Royal Earth is pretty darn good, especially if you like iris, because it's a really lovely, dry, powdery, earthy, musky iris. And for Earth, this is the design that they use at the top on the box. So there you have it. Those are my 5 favorite The Harmonist fragrances. Guys, are you familiar with this brand? Have you sampled their fragrances yet? If you have, are you a fan? And which fragrances do you have? Let me know. Put some comments down in the info box so we can get a conversation started. So these are, as I said, available at Barney's. San Francisco has them now. And we also have that giveaway for these fragrances. We are doing 3 sample sets to 3 subscribers of this channel, and you get all 10. And you can decide which ones you like more than the other, or you might like all of them, or some more than the others. So if once you get them, if you are a winner, you please also do come back here and write down your favorites so that I know what some of you guys like and do not like. So to participate in the giveaway, please let me know which of the fragrances that I spoke about today sounds the best to you. And also please let me know what you liked about this review. And also, thirdly, please let me know what the latest, newest fragrance you discovered that you bought a fragrance from. So please put those down, and also please put your state. This is only open to USA residents, of course, as Barney's will be shipping these and only open to USA at this time for this giveaway, guys. So good luck with the giveaway, and also please let me know just in general what you think of this line after you watch this video. Do you like the idea? Do you like some of the scents I spoke to you about? Please put a comment down. Let's get a conversation started. Also, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.